guys, welcome back to Calling the Shots with your hosts Kiki
and Sarah.
And we've already said happy spring, but we're really in the spring mood.
Yeah. If you're not watching, I'm wearing yellow because I was like, we're doing spring things today. I gotta wear bright colors.
You did a really good job. I did a really bad job. So I'm wearing black.
It's okay. It's okay. We balance each other out.
I think 2 weeks ago I wore pink and orange, and
Yeah.
I should have worn that this week, but that's fine.
It's okay. It happens.
Sarah is representing spring for the both of us.
Yes.
But the reason we bring this up is because you guys know we love doing our little drafts where we draft our favorite things according to the season, and then we always do like a sports version. So today we're going to be drafting our favorite spring things.
Yeah.
And then also we're going to be doing a draft for our best sports villains.
Yeah. I would even say biggest sports villains because like best makes it sound like they're a good thing. And sometimes they're not always a good thing.
Yeah, villain implies not good.
Yeah.
Biggest sports villains.
Yeah. Kind of contradicts it. Because I at first was like, oh yeah, that's what I wrote down. I was like, I feel like best contradicts villains. But,
True.
you know, it'll be fun.
Some
I'm
people
excited.
are really good about being the villain, though.
Yeah. And like, we're here for it.
Yeah.
Like, you love to hate them.
Yeah.
You know?
And some of them are like happy to step in that role.
Yeah.
And that's fun.
100%.
To me, sometimes. Unless they're annoying. Anyway.
How are you doing?
I'm doing great. I just want to find more time to read, but that's fine. What else is going on in my life? I'm going to Chicago.
Exciting.
I've never been to Chicago.
I have not been to Chicago either.
I'm-
The Windy City. Are you going to go see the Bean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the hope. I don't know, but yeah.
Hopefully.
I will make it happen. I'll catch an Uber.
Yeah.
So it's fun because it's an East Coast. It's like whenever we travel close enough for a game, this for work, for ourselves, whenever we travel close enough, we just like fly out the day beforehand.
Yeah.
But because this is a little bit further, we are flying out on a Thursday, which is
fun.
exciting because then I just like get to be there a little bit longer.
Yeah, you have a little more time
Yeah.
to explore.
Which now I'm wondering, do we fly back after the game still? I got to do some research. But anyways,
It's okay.
it's going to be really fun.
It's exciting.
Is the point. I think I'm going to try and catch a Cubs game.
Yeah,
So
that'll be fun.
it'll be really, really fun. I'm really excited, honestly.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's something I'm looking forward to. What about you?
I just realized I literally talked to you before about this, and I forgot to bring it up in the last episode. I mentioned that like there's been something happening, a trend happening in sports.
Yeah.
Have you seen the TikTok trend where girls are going up to their like significant others being like, "What's up, brother?"
I literally just saw this.
Okay, it's consumed my page. Also, I held up my finger for those listening. And there's this, I was like, what is this? Because then the boys, they're like, oh, like, do this to your boyfriend. He'll know what to do. And it's like, the girls go
Did
up,
you do this
hold
to
up
your
their
husband?
finger, and they go, "What's up, brother?" Yeah, but I did it like way after. So I'm like, you could have saw it, but their response is like, they do like this hand motion. They're like, Tuesday.
I don't know what
Flag
they do,
on the
but
play, and they like flap their arms like wings. Anyways, it's interesting, and I was like, what does this mean? And I went down a rabbit hole on TikTok, and that's probably why my algorithm's like, oh, this is all you care about.
Yeah.
There's this streamer on Twitch. And he's like streams video game stuff, and he goes by Sketch something. And he just like says and does the like weirdest things. He's like very quirky, and like it's become super popular. It's like becoming celebrations for like players. I've seen it in baseball when they like get on base. That's like the thing they do is
That's
like his
actually
like
so
hand
funny.
gestures. And like I've seen it on literally SportsCenter. Like one of the like broadcasters did it like coming back from a break.
A broadcaster did it, really?
Yeah. It was like, came back from a break and was like, "What's up, brother?" And like did the hand motions or whatever. And it's like a thing now.
Yeah, so
And
I
it's
have seen it, but
all over.
literally we recorded this way ahead of time.
Yeah.
But It is a big thing.
And like, it's just kind of crazy. I just think it's funny. And so I did do it to my husband. I was like, do you know what it means when I do this? And he was like, he like took a second. He was like, oh yeah, like, what's up, brother? And like did the hand gesture. I'm like, how does everyone know about that? Like, how does everyone know about this and how has it not been talked about until now?
Yeah.
You know?
I don't know.
So anyways, I
wondered if
really
it like
funny.
gained popularity like recently.
Yeah.
Like if this.
And like, he's done interviews now. Like, he's like a whole celebrity, which I think is just so funny.
Yeah.
About like why he is the way he is, basically.
You really went down a rabbit hole,
Yeah,
Sarah, because
yeah.
I got the gist of it, but I did not get all this.
Yeah, it was.
You know.
I was like, I just need to know what's going on and why, because I'm so confused.
I was like, I need to know what's going on, and then I saw a video in like 10 seconds, and it's like, if you've seen people doing this, it's from this, what, I don't know what you call like a Twitch streamer. It's from this Twitch streamer that's gained popularity. I was like, oh, okay, cool. And then I like,
yeah. No, and then it kept popping up. Like, because I like clicked on, I saw one video and it didn't explain it to me. So then, and at the bottom on TikTok, it says like, search this.
Yeah.
And it was like, sketch Twitch streamer. And I was like, what does this mean? And so I clicked on it and then, yeah, here we are. So
that's so
now you
funny.
know. If you didn't know, now you know. And if you want to test your husband or boyfriend or guy friends,
they've probably seen it by the time this drops.
But
hey,
funny.
Let them know that you know.
Yeah.
And try
and
it.
I've seen like social media admins for teams do it.
Yeah,
their team to
same.
See if
I
they
saw like
can
the
do
Tennessee
it.
Titans did
And
it.
Some people know it, and some people are like, hi.
Yeah.
They're like, what? Anyways, I just thought that was funny.
Yeah, I love trends like that.
And I was just like, what is going on? I was so confused. But other than that, yeah, I'm good. Just
going down rabbit holes on TikTok.
Yep, it happens.
Working.
For the best of us. Yeah.
Waiting to get a couch.
Yeah, I still need to get a couch.
I love the
Hopefully
update.
by the time this comes out, I'll have a couch.
Have you found one yet?
Here's the thing. We've looked and reached out about a lot of couches.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's just like narrowing that down and then also just like paying for it.
Yeah.
It's
expensive.
Because couches are expensive, but Facebook Marketplace, man.
You can get a lot on Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah,
honestly.
and there's a lot of, like I said before, there's a lot of resellers who like professionally clean them and make sure they're like from a smoke-free, pet-free home. And so like basically it's new.
Yeah.
And way
That's
cheaper.
actually really smart that people do that.
Yeah.
As like a little side hustle.
As a little side hustle, yeah. So we're working on it. Hopefully by the time this drops, we will have a couch because we need one. Because I'm like, also I want to have people over. But like we have nowhere to sit.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That makes it tough.
Yeah. So I'm like, we need to get a couch so we can have like maybe a little housewarming party or something.
Yeah.
Because it's fun.
That would be fun. I would love to stop by a little housewarming party.
Yes. Anyways.
Should you have one?
Yes. Hopefully. Hopefully, again, by the time this drops. I'm manifesting it. That's why I keep saying it. Because I'm like, it's gonna happen.
We're getting a couch.
We're getting a couch.
Don't ask the details, but we're getting one.
It's happening. Anyways.
I just, sometimes if I realize I didn't test my mic before. Hold on.
You're fine.
Things are good.
Yeah. The silence was, I had to be quiet so that it wouldn't pick up on her mic, but it's okay.
It's okay.
We're good.
Everything is great. I'm trying to think of anything else I have to tell you. I used to make like a little list of things I needed to tell you.
Yeah.
Haven't been doing that.
No, it's okay. We both, I feel like, have been
busy.
Very busy. So it
I like always busy too, you know?
Yeah, it doesn't stop.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
But anyways, our drafts.
Our draft. You were telling me we're going to start with sports?
Yeah.
Okay. How was creating the sports villain one for you?
I thought of a lot of ones right off the top of my head. But then, like, I was like, I don't know. I want to make sure I have variety, you know, because I thought of a lot of from the same sport.
No, I'm like, questioning, do I have variety?
So then I was like, maybe I should Google this to see if I can, like, add some variety in there. But I also was like, I'm just going to we'll see what Kiki picks, and then I might go based off of that. But there was some that I like didn't remember, and then I saw their names. I was like, oh yeah, that would be a good one, you know?
Uh-huh.
And for me, there's an obvious number one, but I'm curious to see if you would agree.
Maybe I'll give you number one for this, and then I'll take spring number one.
Okay.
Meaning I give you is like, you could say no because there's only two of us. But if you feel like you have an obvious number one that you want to go with, maybe you should do it.
Also, we didn't discuss how we were going to decide who goes first, so I feel like this is a good...
We never do.
It's true. It's true. So that being said, our sports villain draft, my number... Are you ready?
Okay. No. It's okay. Okay, yeah.
My number one pick is Tonya Harding.
Okay. She was the first one I wrote down too, but I didn't think you were going to think of her for whatever reason.
Really?
I don't know why.
I feel like she's an obvious number one.
She is.
Like, when I think sports villain, that's who I think of. Because of, like, not only was it just because she's, like, competitive and really good or whatever, because I feel like there's some that are just so dominant and, like, a little cocky about it that, like, people just don't like them. No, like, she actually did something super messed up that should make her a villain.
Yeah. Which, like, does make her a villain. Yeah, literally a crime.
So,
have you seen any of the, we might have talked about this before, have you seen, like, any of the movies or documentaries on it?
Yeah, because I think we talked about it for a sports documentary.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I have seen... I don't think I watched the whole thing, but, like, I saw part of... Was it the Hulu one? Is there one on Hulu? I can't remember.
I don't know. Was it a documentary or was it, like, the...
It was...
Because there was, like, the movie that kind of, like, recreated it,
I think it was the documentary because it was, like, they were interviewing the people that it happened to and, like,
there's got to be so many because I saw a 30 for 30 on it.
Dang.
That was really good.
Yeah. So... She was an ice skater, and she tried to take out her competition, literally, by... Yeah, it was bad.
We've talked about it was before, it her boyfriend? I can't remember.
She paid... I can't remember either. She paid a man to literally,
like go break her leg.
Go break the leg of her competitor.
Yeah, honestly... I'm glad you said that, because I honestly would have forgotten to say it, because in my mind, like, everyone in the world knows. But just in case, you're not dumb if you don't know.
No, yeah. So, Tonya Harding... My number one. I feel like she's the obvious number one.
She's a clear number one. Yeah. But for whatever reason, when you said I was thinking same sport, I was like, oh, she wasn't thinking ice skating. So that's on me.
Yeah. That is variety.
That is a really, really good number one.
Yeah.
Number one, for me, I feel like I can say this. It's Draymond Green.
Yep. I had him on my list.
That's another pretty clear... high up one, to the point where it's sad.
Yeah, and I feel like it's like one of the more recent ones.
Yeah, well, he's always been kind of
annoying,
always been bad, but like next
recently
level.
It's been really
like,
bad.
I would have felt comfortable putting him on. Here's the thing. I'm a Warriors fan. Yeah. That's why I said I feel like I can say this.
Yeah.
At this point, however, the dude is constantly getting ejected, punching people in the face,
elbowing people, putting people in a headlock,
stepping on people, like just being way, way more intense than you need to be. He's getting fouled out all the time by doing these insane things. He's had issues with his teammates. Honestly, it really broke me. Did you see a couple weeks ago when like Steph looked like he was crying when Draymond like was forced off the court?
No.
It was honestly, I should find it. It was honestly so sad because everyone was like, I'm looking it up here at Draymond Green.
No, you're okay.
Draymond Green. Everyone was like, so just like feeling bad for Steph at this point.
Yeah.
Because I wonder if there's like a photo of it. Let me see. Steph's reaction to Draymond Green. Look at this.
He's like distraught.
He's like distraught.
He's legitimately upset.
Hold on. Look at this.
Yeah.
He is like so done, man. Like he's emotionally exhausted.
Yeah.
And you can tell he's just like, okay, cool. I got to like go back out there and play. But the man is like
Yeah.
Emotional.
He's clearly not happy.
Yeah, it's getting to the point. There was even like, I wonder if the photos in here. Because there was definitely like worse photos.
Yeah.
This is him.
Wow.
This is so sad.
Yeah.
He's in like
his
tears,
eyes are
guys.
red. Yeah, like he's upset.
It's just, if your teammates are having a hard time, and it was like so crazy because after the fact, Draymond was just like waiting for him outside the locker room, like, yeah, buddy. Yeah. And he just is like, yeah, but I'm like, oh, you're breaking down your teammates even, like the star. And Steph is not a hard person to work with.
Yeah.
Like, it's just bad. It's just bad.
I did see the video where Draymond, like, gets in, like,
an altercation.
Not even an altercation, but like they both went up for a ball or something, like a rebound, and he got hit over and like fell on the ground pretty hard. Yeah. And was down for like a long time and no one went to help him.
Oh my gosh, is this where they like kept playing?
Yeah, they kept playing. And not a single player on either team went to like help him up.
It
or
straight
like,
up looked like it was soccer.
The game.
It looked like he was just waiting for the ref to be like, and he was like down on the ground. They go to the other side of the court and then they go back to the other side of the court, and he is still on the ground.
Yeah.
I won't have this much to say about all of them.
Yeah.
But I think our number ones are really, really solid.
Yep. You
and I discussed that we could do like sports adjacent.
Yes.
Which brings me to Jackson Mahomes.
Okay. Wow. I did not think of him.
Really?
That's a good one.
I don't really have a ton of sport adjacent ones on here. I'm trying to think if I have any other ones. He, to me, though,
that's a good one. I didn't think about it, and I'm glad you did because it's 100% correct. He should be on this list.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
I'm glad you support me in this. Yeah. So many issues with him. From like truly concerning allegations. Mm-hmm. To him being literally so annoying.
Yeah.
Like,
just the most obnoxious
like,
human
literally,
being.
if like, the allegations in and of itself are enough.
Yeah.
Him also just being so annoying is just, he'd be annoying. It's just
too much.
Too much.
Yep.
Too much.
Yeah. I will go sports adjacent as well. Roger Goodell. The NFL commissioner.
I debated putting that one on. That's a good one.
Because everyone boos him all the time. It's the no fun league. I feel like he has a lot to do with that.
Yeah. I don't know that there's a lot of people that like him at all.
Yeah.
I just feel like I've never heard anything positive said about him. If I'm being 100% honest here.
Which is sad, but yeah.
My next ones I feel like get a little tough because some people love the villain, you know?
Mm-hmm. For sure.
So do it that way you will, but I'm going to say Conor McGregor.
Yep. I didn't put him on my list, but he was considered.
Yeah, I think, fighters, boxers a lot have kind of like a big attitude, right? Yeah. But to me, he just like falls right in that category where people just... He has his fans, of course, but a lot of people
you either
like
love him or you hate him.
And I feel like even if you love him, you love that people hate him.
Yeah.
Like you love that he chose the villain role.
Yeah.
Most of the time, people who love him. So to me, he just like fits.
Yeah.
So he's number 3 for me.
Love that. I agree. Yeah, I feel like that's valid.
Oh my gosh! I just realized I skipped over someone. Anyways, go ahead.
Okay.
If you say him next, I'm going to be so mad. Okay, go ahead.
So, you took a NBA player. I haven't taken one yet. He's a former NBA player, but I'm going to take Dennis Rodman.
Super good. I actually thought about putting him down, but you used him as an example, so that would be super twisted of me.
Yeah, I was like, she might, though, because he's a good example. People hated him. He was, like, doing, like, crazy things before... It was, like, not even just, like, he was doing some pretty bad things. But, like, on the court, he was very physical. He was known to, like, kind of like a Draymond Green. To not be the greatest player to defend or defend against. Anyways, he was also, like, fashion-wise, he was doing crazy things.
Especially for, like, the time.
That's what I'm saying. Like, during that time, no one else was, like, dyeing their hair leopard print color. You know
yeah,
what I
no.
mean? Or like had all the crazy piercings. And anyways, so I just feel like people grew to hate him, and he's one of those players that like he's so like out there that like you kind of love that you hate. Again, the perfect example of like loving to hate him, you know.
It's true. Okay, good, because that wasn't mine.
Wait, who is it?
Mine is Antonio Brown.
Wow, I also didn't have him on my list.
Yeah, it's hard to think of everyone, but he is truly like, I don't think there's a single person in the league that likes him.
Yeah,
I think maybe they like feel bad for him at this point.
Yep.
But usually I feel like there are a few instances where you're so difficult that you can't even be on a team.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, it's just pretty crazy for you to be, like, really good.
Yeah.
But people, you can't be anywhere.
For sure.
Because you've got, like, actual problems.
Yeah.
And he was given chances.
So
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And for him to go out the way he did, like running off the field, is just
not good.
It's just terrible.
Yeah.
It's just straight up terrible. So yeah, he has a rightful place on my villain list.
No, that's a good one. You also took a fighter. So going off of that,
I'm excited.
Ronda Rousey. Because she is also, I feel like, again, like you said, fighters, it's like, it's a thing for them.
Yes.
She like broke a competitor's arm when it was like really messed, like it was not great. And like the things that she says, she's very loud and out there and opinionated and says some things that people don't love. And so, she literally, I think her nickname's Rowdy Ronda. Like, that's just how she is.
Yep. So. I would like to thank you for putting women on your list because I was going to pick Tanya and didn't have any others besides that because I feel like a lot more men come to mind as the villain than women because in my mind, a lot of, not always, but women, a lot of times they're just a little more mature. So.
Yeah. I feel like they fly under the radar sometimes.
I feel like they do too. And there's definitely
And that was when I was like trying to get variety in there.
I literally debated putting like Tom Brady on here because he's crushed so many people's dreams.
Bill Belichick
I debated also.
I was like, oh my gosh, what just happened? Oh, sorry.
I was like, did you lose it all?
Yeah, I thought I deleted my whole list, but we're fine. I had both of them on my list just in case you took like Tom, I would take Bill. You know what I mean? Smart. I was like thinking that through.
Yeah, so I was trying to go variety for those reasons too. Also I put Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Yeah. I feel like, honestly, I think he's like super entertaining.
Yeah.
But he's very cocky and has a really big ego, and I know like a lot of people truly hate that.
For sure. I also had, or like when we were talking about fighters, I was thinking like Floyd Mayweather.
I had him on my list too. I was debating between him and Conor McGregor.
Yeah.
Because I feel like it's similar.
Exactly. Yeah.
And especially them, they're kind of, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't know why. I don't even know why I picked Conor McGregor in the moment. It felt right.
For sure. Hey, it's okay.
That's part of the draft.
I feel like they're right neck and neck.
Yeah.
You know, you could have you're not wrong either way.
True.
I didn't really feel this way until like, not even still, but like, I feel like Kim Mulkey's that was the other example I used. She's kind of become a sports villain, which was interesting to me, like how quick the script flipped with her. Yeah. I don't know, with like people and how they view her. Because I feel like she wasn't always viewed that way. At least like majority of people didn't feel that way until recently.
Yeah.
So I almost picked her just because, again, that was like a recent one that's like come to light. But I feel like there needs to be a little more to develop to like truly make her a sports villain.
Feel like, this, I would not put them on my list, but I feel like Patrick Mahomes in a way is becoming a villain in the sense of like Tom Brady, right? Like crushing, like being so dominant.
Yeah.
And he's just done some kind of like more annoying things.
For
like
sure.
The whole kicker warming up, moving the ball, like things where you're just like, why are you doing that?
Yeah.
I don't think he's actually like a villain though, but like,
like some.
But it's one of those like you die long enough to be the hero, or you live
long enough. I know what you're trying to say, but I don't know the phrase.
You either die hero or live long enough to see yourself become the villain. I think that's what it is. Don't
that
quote
sounds
me on
right.
That.
The only other one I had as like an honorable mention was Hope Solo.
Oh, I saw that actually. Yeah,
just because, man, she was so loved, and then she just like has anger issues.
I know. I forgot. I was like looking through, and I was like, "Whoa, yeah,
yeah." So I think she became a villain. That turned around. That's another one that like, yeah, it switched up real quick. You know.
Yeah.
No one really saw it, and then when they did, they were like, "Oh, maybe she's not the best."
Totally.
So
one that I also,
which is sad because I loved her growing up.
Yeah. Tough. One that I kind of had like a soft villain was Baker Mayfield.
I agree.
I almost put him on there. I just feel like people just hate that dude.
I just rolled my eyes so hard for those who didn't see because I do not like Baker Mayfield.
Yeah.
So
yeah, he almost landed on mine. Honestly, I don't go into these with numbers, and I probably should. Now time for a spring draft. And you said you had a hard time with this one.
Yeah, I just had a hard time coming up with things because
spring is like an in-between season.
Here's the thing, and I can't emphasize this enough, and this will come out in my draft, but like spring used to be my favorite season until I moved to Utah.
Really? Why?
Because Utah spring sucks.
No, it doesn't. It's just short.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It doesn't start till like end of April.
It's like cool. It's just short.
Outside of here, like my birthday's in spring, so I love spring because my birthday. It was like in Florida. It's the perfect temp. Like all these things are great. Whereas here, I'm like it's still snowing and like gross on my birthday, where it wasn't before. You know, growing up.
This is a personal thing. This is an attack on your birthday.
Yeah, it is.
So like of the weather.
Spring in Utah kind of like put a bad taste in my mouth. But this helped me realize the good things. So
honestly, I love spring in Utah because I feel like I wish it was longer. I wish spring and fall were both longer and winter was way shorter.
Yeah.
Because, well, maybe we should just do our draft.
Yeah.
And then anything we don't have after, we can discuss.
Yeah.
My number one is that... I'm trying to think which one I want to go with. My number one is just longer days. The days are finally
Daylight savings.
That
was on my list, Kiki.
Good, I picked a good one. The days are finally starting to get long.
Yes.
We're not having it like super dark at 6 p.m.
5 p.m. even.
Literally. Yeah. Like it's just brighter, longer days. And emotionally... that makes me happy.
Yeah, no. I'm so mad you took that because that was one of my picks. But it's okay.
Go.
I will take number one, the flowers. I love like spring, like seeing people's yards and lawns.
That was the one I was debating.
Oh my gosh. And when the flowers, like the trees are in full bloom, like
literally right now.
Oh my gosh, blooming. Right now, so pretty. Like when you go to the state capitol.
Yeah,
it's so
and the Utah State Capitol is like pretty undefeated.
Pretty. Yeah, because it's lined with those trees that bloom, and it's amazing and just beautiful. So I love spring flowers.
Agreed. No, I put nature, and it was like the blossoms, the flowers, everything is green again and like super alive. So I definitely support that. This is like a fun, I don't know. I'm going to just say in general, spring break. I know we're adults.
Yep. No, I had it on my list.
Yeah, like, I'm like, I know we're adults, but still.
Spring break's
It feels
fun.
like you still need like a spring trip or like, and it's so much of your life is like, oh, spring break. So I just stand by spring break.
100%. I mentioned it before and I can't stress enough, but like spring weather outside of Utah, or like when it's now spring weather in Utah, amazing. It's the perfect temperature. It's not too hot. It's not too cold. Like it's just, spring weather is the best when it hits, you know?
Yeah.
So that's going to be my two.
I'm also going to say picnics because yes, picnics are fun in summer, but they're almost like too hot sometimes. You can't bear being outside.
No, that's a good one.
But you can like actually enjoy, like nature is so pretty, everything is so lively, and you can just like be outside, and that's great. Was that my third one?
That was your third.
Okay, I was like, I should be keeping track.
No, I'm keeping track.
Thanks, Sarah.
Them down because I know I'm gonna have to put them on the story later. So and sometimes I forget to text you until it's way too late. So
it's okay.
My number 3 is gonna be March Madness.
That's such a good one.
Just because it's just so fun. Like, college basketball is like great and all, and like in the regular season, but I feel like it's just so much more exciting. There's so much more on the line.
Yeah.
You get to see all the underdogs are coming out and like trying their best, and March Madness. It's just so fun. And it's a fun thing to happen to like keep like, I love football, and football's like the best for me, but like
Same.
When it gets to spring and you're like really missing like football, you're like, man, March Madness really fills that void.
Yeah.
Me, you know?
No, that's so true.
So
no, that's good.
March Madness.
Let's see. I am going to say farmers market starting back up.
Oh my gosh, that's honestly such a good one. I didn't even think of that.
Yeah, I know they like it feel like they're pretty regular and like summer and fall, but I feel like spring is when they come back.
Yeah.
And we
It's
need
so
them
true.
back.
No,
they're the best.
I think that's a great pick. I
Thank
wish
you.
I thought of that.
Thank you.
I did not think of things like that. Because we'll move on to my next one. Number 4, which I love, like Easter candy.
Ooh, that's a good one.
You know?
That's a good one.
I could have picked Easter as a whole probably, but
I thought
wanted
about
to,
Easter and I was like, how do I work this in?
I was like, I don't know if like that's taking too much. So I put Easter candy because I love Cadbury eggs. The hard ones and the ones with the stuff in the middle, which sometimes is a hot take. Reese's eggs, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Man, a good Easter basket makes my day. I think we talked about that. My mom sent my Easter basket, and man,
we
I'm
did
still
talk about that.
on the candy.
No,
since I've
literally,
gotten it.
I'm like, I ate so much of my Easter candy right after Easter that I was like, I need to like get a real meal in me. I need to drink some water. I am physically unwell.
Yeah.
That's really, really good. Okay. Kind of going along with that, I just feel like, okay, keep in mind that the farmer's market is also about like the vibes and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But like spring strawberries and like spring fruit
yeah,
is like so nice.
Yeah.
That like fruit in general, but strawberries specifically are like in season in spring, and they're just so good. Yeah. So that's going to be my sweet little thing to parallel yours.
No, I like that. That's a good one.
Thank you.
Oh man, I love some good strawberries.
I know.
My last pick, and I'm glad that you didn't take all of mine because I did not have a lot on my list. So I'm glad you switched it up off of mine. But my last one will probably be, as I'm wearing it, like spring colors, like pastels.
Like my nails.
That's what I was going to say. I even was like almost going to be as specific as spring nail designs are so cute and fun.
So true.
There's something else that's all over my For You page is like, oh, this is what you should do. I haven't done my nails in so long, and I need to.
You need to. Not you need to, like, you need to because your nails look bad, but it's, like, so nice sometimes to just have time to yourself to do them.
No, yours are so cute. It looks like a little egg.
Thank you. I do have a little Easter egg on it.
So cute. So, yeah, pastel colors, spring colors, I guess you could say, I just love them.
Yeah.
It's so fun because it's finally, like, brighten up my day, you know?
Totally.
Especially when spring starts so late here, like, having a good set of spring nails can literally make me feel happy.
Yeah, that will brighten dumb, my mood.
But like it makes me feel better.
No, it's the truth. It's not. It's just the truth. A lot of for honorable mentions, a lot of mine I realized had to do with the weather. As soon as you said spring weather, I was like, oh no. I literally wrote perfect walking temperature. Yep. And then I wrote hike, bike, everything is better outside.
Yep.
So I super echo that.
Yeah.
Because like when you walk, again, in summer, it's good, but you kind of have to time it right. Like you can't do it in the middle of the day. But when it's like true spring, like you can go anytime.
I literally saw that you went on like one of your walks.
So nice.
And I love it. It's so fun.
It was like down by Utah Lake. And it's also, this could have been a thing. This should have been a thing. The bugs aren't out yet.
Yep, that's true.
The bugs are not out in
flies,
spring. Yeah, the mosquitoes. Yeah. Like in summer, you go outside and it's just like you're getting bitten alive.
Yeah.
Not in spring. Not yet.
True.
They haven't come yet.
Love it.
Anyways.
Those are our drafts.
And
those are solid.
Drafts. Those were fun.
Yeah.
I feel like you are so good and strategic at these, and I need to get better.
So I will say we do one on the radio show that I do every Wednesday.
So you have good practice.
And so I learn from them how to plan it out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't write
them.
I don't list them out and rank them yet either. But it's also because I'm I want to see what she's going to say, because if she takes my number 2 pick, I don't want to have it as my only number 2.
100%.
You know what I mean?
But I should put them in a priority order.
Yeah, that's true.
Because I'm oh, I forgot I had that one written.
You're oh, dang it.
Literally.
No, but this was fun. I always enjoy this little activity. It's a good time.
Me too. I hope you enjoyed our drafts. We're ready for a great spring. Hope you are too.
We will be putting it up on our Instagram stories.
So go vote.
We'll give a poll so you can pick who has the best draft.
Yep. And if you're listening after, you can go to the highlight and see who won and see if you agree.
Yeah.
And if it's Sarah, then you don't agree. I'm just kidding.
I feel like I should have gone back and looked who won the last one. I think we tied again on one of them, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I think we were, if we didn't tie, we were very close to tying.
Yeah.
Very close.
Crazy. So,
anyways, that's all we have on Calling
the Shots.
Thank you guys for listening. You're the best.
See ya.